I want to talk about the survival mindset, because if you're going to survive any incident like this, it's all going to start right here. So if I ask all of you, and I want some feedback from you, what do you think the number one killer would be in an active shooter situation? Number one thing that'll kill you is denial. Not making a plan beforehand. If you don't make a plan ahead of time, and your life is threatened, and your brain begins to think that your life is threatened, you'll not make a plan. You will not have the ability to make a plan on the fly. So denial is the first thing that you got to get through. It could happen. It could happen to me. It could happen at Open University. So that's the first rule or first idea that you got to get into your head. It's like, don't ignore your instincts. If you hear something that doesn't sound right, if you see something that doesn't fit in, cue in on it. Okay. The DVD talked about your options for reporting. Call the police. Tell your professor. Call a counseling center. Do whatever it is that you've got in place. Use it. If you think that there's something out of the ordinary, something that just doesn't look right, sound right, person's not acting quite right. Your average active shooter situation lasts 9 to 11 minutes. And the only reason the 11 minutes is on the far end of that is because Columbine took almost 50 minutes to handle it. Because those two guys ran around that school for almost 50 minutes and shot wherever they wanted. If you take that out of it, the average active shooter incident on a college campus is 7 minutes. It takes law enforcement 3 to 4 to 5 minutes to respond, to group up, to get their equipment on, and make entry. The get out part, that's your first choice. Put as much distance between you and the shooter as you possibly can. Get out the door, get out the hallway, get to the parking lot, get in your car, and drive away if you can. If not, just keep on running. Get out. When you get out, dial 911. When officers are en route to a shooting, a call of gunshots or a gun, we need as much information as we can get. If you know who that person may be. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Did you see them? What kind of guns do they have? The direction they were at, the room you were in when you saw them, the building you were in. Where were you when you saw them, and what are they wearing? That's all information that law enforcement needs desperately when you know and we don't. And we're on our way to try to stop it, okay? So call out once you get out. If you can't get out, if someone comes through that door, the people in this side of the room probably aren't getting out. This third, you might get out, okay? So what's the next choice? Hide out. If you hear shooting at the end of the hallway, have you got a place that you can hide out? Find out in advance, whether it's your classroom, whether it's your dorm room, whether it's your workplace. Find a copy room, a janitor's closet, someplace, whether it locks or not, doesn't matter. Just someplace where you are out of sight. Thus far, active shooters are on a suicide mission. Their goal is to shoot and kill as many people as they can in the shortest amount of time. Two things we know. They don't plan on living through it, and they don't want a gunfight with law enforcement. And finally, your choice B, your choice C, your last choice is take out the shooter. In Virginia Tech, Cho walked into the first classroom. He had 2 loaded handguns. And think of it just a regular traditional classroom. Desks and chairs are all lined up in rows. He picked one row, took out a gun in each hand. He walked up the aisle. He just shot this person in the head, shot that person in the head. Just kept rolling up the row because everyone froze. If the shooter enters your classroom, enters the movie theater, enters your restaurant, and there's no way out, talk to each other. You may have to gang up on this guy and disarm him yourself. For those of you that have not, I went through this really quick. Not registered your cell phones. That's the website where you can do so. If you know people that have not registered their cell phones, that is your #1 defense mechanism on this campus. You will receive a text message. In Northern Illinois, they had theirs out in 2 minutes and 24 seconds, I think. They have set the bar at about that. Within 3 minutes, we are set and ready to go. There's a shooter on campus. Send out that emergency text message. Okay, in a room like this, 1 or 2 of you get it. The rest of you are going to know about it pretty quick, just by word of mouth. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Once again, if